This is Unit 2.3, question 20 of the test prep. So this one's going to be a little bit different since this is all a calculator unit. I'm going to have the questions show up and I'm just going to be working in Desmos the whole time. So, question 20 says, let f and g be the function defined by f of x equals negative 1/2 x cubed plus 3x plus 1 and g of x equals e to the x over 2 power. Let h be the vertical distance between the graphs f and g for 0 is less than or equal to x, which is less than or equal to 2. Find the rate at which h increases with respect to x when x is equal to 1.5. Alright, firstly let's dissect this problem. H of x is the vertical distance between f of x and g of x. So h of x equals f of x minus g of x. Now the question is asking us to find the rate at which h changes at 1.5. Which is basically the derivative of h at 1.5, or h prime of 1.5. This is what we're trying to find. So this is equal to, we derive f of x and g of x, and because it's just two functions being subtracted, it's f prime of 1.5 minus g prime of 1.5. Alright, firstly, to find f prime of 1.5, we know that f of x is equal to negative 1/2 x cubed plus 3x plus 1. So now this is our f of x function. So now to find the derivative of that, I'm just gonna do it like this, of f of x. This is our derivative of f of x. If you want to do this on your calculator, all you do is press math and then 8, and then you put this function, and then when x is equal to 1.5. There's just a few extra steps on Desmos, but it should be pretty much the same. Now we can see that f prime of 1.5 is negative 3.75. So I'm just going to put that in right here. And now I'm going to do the same thing for g of x. I'm going to hide these. G of x in our function is equal to e to the power of x over 2. And the derivative of g of x, I'm going to graph that. I'm going to hide the original g of x function. And I'm going to see where it intersects x equals 1.5. So I can see that intersects right here at about 1.0585. So I'm going to put that 1.0585. So now if we just subtract these two, we get our final answer of negative 1.4335. This is Unit 2.3, question 21 of the test prep. The graph y equals 3 minus e to the power of 5x crosses the x-axis at one point. What is the slope of the graph at this point? So I already went ahead and graphed it. To find the slope, and we can see that it crosses the x-axis right here at negative 2.1972. To find the slope of the graph at that point, we just need to take the derivative when x is that. So I'm going to go ahead and do this, take the derivative when x is equal to this. And on your calculator, remember it's math 8. And I'm going to hide this. And then we take the derivative when x is equal to this number, negative or 0.21, that number. So then we can see where they cross, which is about right here. So our final answer is negative 15. That should be, you can round that, negative 15 is our final answer. This is Unit 2.3, question 22 of the test prep. Given the function g of x equals x cubed minus e to the x minus sine x, which of the following values of x has the tangent line with the greatest slope? So we need to derive the function first of all. So I'm just going to instantly derive the function x cubed minus e to the x minus sine x. And this derivative will tell us what the slope is at each x value of the function. So let's start with negative 3. I'm going to just put x equals negative 3 so it's easier to see when it intersects. Right here, we can see that the slope is 27. Now let's go to negative 1. And over here, we can see the slope is 2. Let's go to 0. We can see the slope is negative 2. Now let's go to x equals 1. We can see the slope is negative 2.5. And finally, let's go to x equals 3, where we see the slope is 7.9. So we know our answer is negative 3, as that was the highest slope. Alright, that's it for Unit 2.3. Next, we'll be moving on to Unit 2.4.